Antonio Brown. What? Dude blamed James Harrison for a CTE. James Harrison was just like, excuse me? What? Hit him with that meme, the Idris Elba meme. We all know CTE. Okay, let me give y'all a little more understanding of CTE from my perspective. Because this could come off like, AB, you just looking to promote some music. Shut up. You want people to do that dance or whatever. I got it. The dana, whatever the hell you're doing. I know one thing about CTE in terms of the people that I've known that had it. Because, all the football players, posthumous, all of a sudden you can find out. Junior Seau had it. I will say this. The dynamics of CTE needs to be triggered by life circumstances. Okay? If you're living a good life, post-retirement, no CTE, no CTE. And I don't mean you don't have CTE, like multiple hits to the head, multiple concussions, multiple trauma incidents to your head to the point where you have quote-unquote CTE. I'm saying you'll never know you have CTE because you won't die from the CTE. It won't cause you harm unless your life circumstances are not in proper order. Junior, he couldn't say no until he couldn't say yes. Like Junior Seau couldn't say no until he couldn't say yes. Y'all catch that? He always had heart this big, arms wide open. And when he had to go through retirement, and obviously that shifts life. You got to change it up. Money ain't coming in the same. You ain't making those sacks and tackles and lights, going out there balling out of control. The light bills do. And when life starts to look different to you, all of a sudden it finds something in you and makes you think different of yourself. That's been my experience with CTE. Because people are like, do you have CTE? Well, first, I can only find out if I die. Do I have CTE? I don't feel triggered in that greatest circumstance because my life and my conditions right now are great. So I just know that I think, and logically, people think CTE means it's going to make you trip out. I think it predisposes you to be in a position that if this is not good on the outside, it finds something to ignite with, the CTE. I don't have a fear of having CTE either. I don't. I know Antonio Brown is putting that out there. I think his life choices are more his issue than his CTE. I think that's good cover for a lot of people to just say CTE, make me sympathetic, leave me alone, excuse my behavior, absolve me of all ills. You might. But in my experience of looking at it, not enough is being played to and enough attention paid to the fact that it's life that is making these players feel this way. We've seen it. Many of players, a lot of players. I mean, a lot of players. Like to the point of this story of the 44 current or former NFL players age 50 or under. So that's me. I'm 48. Have died since the start of 2021. Goodness. Adrian Dingle, my teammate, just passed away a few months ago. Yep, Chargers. I was just talking about Junior Seau. Bullet to his chest. Vincent Jackson, remember him? Said drunk himself to death. Basically, he was just depressed, kept drinking. It's interesting when your highlights in your mind are behind you, how you approach life. So many football players, and it's a very daunting task to create greater memories than playing in the NFL. But you got to be up to that task. It's a very daunting task to even ask, will the results be greater post-retirement than they were when you played? I know it's tough, but we're up to that task. And in every situation I see where someone's life is hijacked post-retirement, it's usually because in their eyes or in their reality, perception or reality, their highlights are behind them. What do I have to look forward to? What am I a part of? What do I have to hold hope out for? Whew. When they don't have that hope, when they don't have that same vigor, that same energy, electricity they had for life when they were playing, you're on a collision course with death, as this article points out. I mean, you got all the pain from playing. You don't have the profits anymore, not to the same degree, no matter how much you saved. That next month, cash flow is not going to be positive. You got money, cash flow, unless you're Tom Brady, not going to be positive, right? And there's an entitlement to like that lifestyle. There's an entitlement to that condition. Like, I did this, I played the game, I played the sport. I was getting paid millions, and now I'm getting paid nothing, but I'm a real person. I'm actually more mature, more savvy, I'm smarter. You got all these great attributes, but you don't get the profit from it. You got to translate them into something else in the real world to get that profit. And having that pain, your leg hurts, your hips is giving on you. Your fingers are crooked, right? To have that pain without the profit, you feel a certain way about it. The pain is always going to be here, but the money may be gone. AB needs to get help, and we know it. AB doesn't need to look out the window. He needs to look in the mirror. And certainly don't look at James Harrison and blame him for that. Because what's going to help you is not going to be by blame. It's going to be by being accountable. And you need to be accountable, big dog. Thinking of you, bro. You know I know you. Praying for you, too.